Blockout 2024 is picking up a ton of steam, especially in the past few days. Everybody seems to be hopping on this trend. If you don't know what it is, that's okay. We're going to get into it, but I want to talk about it for a couple minutes because while I do like some of this, I think that a lot of people are also doing this for the wrong reasons. We're going to get into all of that in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. I want to show you TikTok, but I must apologize. I don't know if you can actually hear it, but I am insanely congested at the moment. I feel like you guys will be able to hear it, so apologies for that. But guys, I want to bring you to, before we actually talk about it, I want to bring you to a TikTok that I came across, and I think that this does a really good justice in kind of explaining the attitude. I don't mean to single this guy out. I'm going to criticize a little bit of it, but I'm also going to agree with a little bit of it. I just want to show you guys the types of things that people are posting. I feel like this TikTok represents it a good amount. So we'll play it and we'll react to it.
I got some feedback that I sound a little crazy just screaming about blocking people, so I thought I'd explain why I'm blocking people. I've explained in my previous videos how this concept works of blocking a celebrity and controlling their income. But it's 2024, there's a lot of things going wrong in our world, and I think it's important to talk about them. When you have millions of followers that look at your content every single day, you have an opportunity to make very important change in our world.
This is where I kind of disagree with it. I'm all for like bringing up the problems about the economy and everybody's suffering. There's some people that just, it's a really touchy subject because I don't believe that all the celebrities should necessarily, it'd be nice if they were to talk about issues going on in the world or helping people, but I don't believe that they should be forced to, because at the end of the day, that's their lives. But there's things that I agree with this and things that I disagree with this. We'll let the rest of the TikTok play.
And to actively not do that every single day, but instead selfishly promote your own products is kind of shallow. I think this is a great opportunity to go and support underground music artists, support small businesses. Go look towards those people who don't have that attention because celebrities are taking it from them.
That's what I do agree with, by the way. That's what I totally agree with. To give people who don't have any shine in the spotlight a chance, especially when it comes to people like trying to make their way into the music industry. I completely agree with that.
And support them instead. There's so many great causes and organizations that we can donate to and make a difference in this world. Don't give your attention to lazy celebrities.
And this is the thing, okay? This is kind of like, this encapsulates probably what most people are talking about. The biggest thing going around is that people are really sick of celebrities just kind of flaunting their money or not helping anybody. This is where I completely disagree with the movement because, first of all, almost every single person, if they were to ever reach the status of a celebrity, yeah, you know what? They probably help people, but they are not, they would probably do the exact same thing where it's just like, they'll want to buy all the nice things, they'll make a social media page, they'll show it off to the world. Like, to think that the regular public would not do that, I think is crazy. And here's the other thing. I don't believe that any celebrity should be forced to speak about any issue, and I don't believe that any celebrity should be forced to donate all of their money. I don't care how much money they have. I don't care how much influence they have. That is not right to bully someone into doing, and that's what the public is doing to people right now. Just because somebody has a lot of money doesn't mean that they should share it. And would it be nice if they shared it? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it would be great. I always tell myself, and I believe I made it public over on the Clen channel too, which you guys should go subscribe, by the way. More channels. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. But I've always said that if I ever make it to a point where my channels are just printing out money, I would help the people around me. I would hate it if somebody were to force me to do that or bully me into doing that with my own money. And I would say, like, I would sit back and say, who are you to dictate what I do with my money? Somebody could say the same thing about you. A lot of you probably have jobs. A lot of you are probably in school. A lot of you probably had a lot of hard work to get any amount of money that you had. Let's say you have 10 grand to your name. Let's say, okay, well, some people have less than $1,000 to the name. You should give $1,000 to that person. I think that's ridiculous. That's essentially what you're doing with these people. But I already know I'm going to see it in the comments too. I know I'm already going to see it where it's like, well, they have generational wealth. They won't notice it if 70K is gone. They won't notice it if even $1 million is gone. It doesn't matter. It's the same principle. It's their money. They've earned it. They can do what they want with it. That's where I wholeheartedly disagree with this movement. And just to speak about any issue, why should anybody be forced to do that? Would it be nice? Yes. It'd be nice if people could bring awareness to different situations, but to bully somebody into using their platform to talk about some issue that you particularly are sensitive about, I think that's crazy. I think people should talk about what they want to talk about. And here's a problem, because I want to bring you to another TikTok over here, and it's by Lizzo. And a lot of celebrities are starting to do this. They're starting to backtrack a little bit because there's getting a lot of bullying. Okay, here, let's go.
I hope that this video finds you well. This is Dr. Ismail. He's a doctor who lives in Gaza, who has been helping the people there, and he also needs help getting his family safely out of Gaza. I just donated to help get him and his family safely out of Gaza, and I will include a link in my comment section. So if you feel compelled to help,
and this video goes on for about 2 minutes, so you can see that people are all of a sudden like, hey, I'm not like all these other celebrities, guys. I donate. So Lizzo, I don't care how rich she is, and I honestly don't even like Lizzo, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Lizzo. I think it's not fair at all that people are bullying this woman into donating her money to some GoFundMe. I would not want somebody to do that to me, and I guarantee you that no matter how much money you have, you would not want somebody to do that to you either. Just take a look at these comments over here. Like, my face cam's blocking a couple. Just pay for it yourself. You can do it. You are a millionaire. Girl, you're richer than all of us combined. I'm pretty sure you can afford $25K. Yeah, she can. But she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. Would it be nice? Yes, 100%. But imagine you were in this spot. Hey, you could donate. Every single one of you sitting here, I bet you can afford $50 to donate. I guarantee it. And I don't want to hear that I'm out of touch, because honestly, if I were to just throw around $50, that isn't exactly something that would help my life out right now, because I could definitely use $50. Every single $50 counts, and I'm sure that's I can say the same for a lot of you. You can't just throw around $50, but I guarantee you can afford it. I guarantee you can get past it. You should donate $50. You should donate $50. Why not $20? Why don't you just go donate to this GoFundMe? I don't care how much money anybody has. It's not right to bully somebody into doing this. Now, here's the problem. Here's the big problem, and this is why I kind of really, really like this movement, is because I think it's hilarious, okay? There are so many celebrities that I just flat out don't like. I don't like the idea that these people walk around and preach like they're better than everybody. And there are a lot of celebrities who, again, do use their platform to pick and choose what they're supposed to talk about this. There are so many NPCs of the world that literally sit down and consume every single thing that a celebrity does. Like, I'll use this as an example because she's on my screen right now. I'll show you one more TikTok, because Zendaya. I don't know anything about Zendaya. I don't know her education level. I don't know anything about her. But there are people who will sit here, Taylor Swift as well. They can say anything, and the NPCs of the world will follow them. I don't understand why we've raised these people to such a point in society that they can dictate what they do. They can upload something. Hey, I swear to, like, man, if Taylor Swift and Zendaya uploaded and said, hey, donate to this thing, people would be like, okay, you know, I don't think it's good to just brainwash the public in that sense, but I mean, that's not necessarily their fault, I guess, right? But I just think it's funny. There are so many people that walk around like they are so much better than everybody. Like they could give two craps about anybody else over here. They've just elevated themselves to such a level. You could just see it in a lot of their attitudes. Now, here's the other part of it that is very, very interesting. I want to show you one more TikTok for today, okay? I have it muted because it's playing the Hunger Games music. You know, the da-da. Take a look at this. Does this not remind you of the Hunger Games? And what I do like about this is it's kind of showing that the economy is in the toilet. It's been like that for a very long time. And then you have these people in such a different level of wealth in society. I am conflicted on how I feel about that, but look at that. That's just scary, man. That's just scary. It's literally like the Hunger Games. And honestly, and I don't want to sit here and toot my own horn. I know that you guys could just tell me that I'm capping, but I've been telling my wife this for years, that it's always been this way. The Hunger Games is totally real. Everybody's been watching over from District 12. Now, problem is, I'm a little bit conflicted in how I feel about this, because I think that it's disgusting the way that the world economy is right now. I think that there are things that can be done to fix it, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and get butthurt that somebody like Ariana Grande is very wealthy. She's worked very hard as a singer. You know what? Perhaps she had help along the way with Nickelodeon. I don't know how she got her money, but perhaps she got help along the way. At the end of the day, she's a very, very talented musician. So I'm not going to sit here and get butthurt about her. Here's another thing that I don't get. Okay? This isn't going to do anything. This blocking celebrities isn't going to do anything. Do you guys not actually, nobody understands. You guys don't understand how many NPCs there are actually in the world. The majority of people you walk by in your day are literally NPCs. They will consume this celebrity culture like it is their life. Ariana Grande could put her hand on a table and smack it. That will go viral. That was a stupid thing to say, but I was trying to think of something really, really dumb. Taylor Swift fans. You think that Taylor Swift is going to see a decline in follower count? You know what? Maybe 1 million just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I'd be shocked if it was even 1 million, to be honest with you. But none of this is going to have any effect on the economy. None of this is going to improve your lives. And none of this is going to change the lives of any celebrities. Yeah, you know what? If you put a little bit of a dent in it, you could take away their ad revenue. Maybe. But you can even argue then, like, they do buy their followers, they still have their influence, and no matter what, and I understand, like, okay, you would still need people to interact with those advertisements, the buying followers whole thing doesn't work, but the point being, no matter what, I don't think anybody's going to be able to put a dent in any celebrity whatsoever. Unless somebody comes out and they are, and I ask you guys this all the time on the channel to not assume anything about my own personal politics, and it's very, very touchy what I'm about to say. If they were to come out and say anything regarding any, like, right-wing politics, then they would lose follower counts. Then people would come out and they would group around and they would actually cancel this person. That's really the only time that these people will kind of lose their place in society. But just blocking celebrities is going to do nothing. There are way too many NPCs in the world. This whole movement is pointless in my opinion, but you know what? Maybe it is a little bit good, because I'm sure that there's some people that come across this and they open their eyes just maybe a little bit, but the vast majority of people are NPCs. The vast majority of people are literal bots. They'll consume this content no matter what. They will do whatever the celebrities tell them to. They will listen to the celebrities. If Lizzo says to donate to this thing, I guarantee you there's a lot of Lizzo fans that will be donating to the exact same thing. But there are celebrities in particular that are backtracking on this whole thing and kind of sucking up to their followers, realizing that they really, really need their followers. And it's a case-by-case scenario, because some celebrities I think are nice, some celebrities I can't stand. I'm not going to go into which ones which one I feel about which, to be honest with you. So as I've said in this video, guys, I am conflicted on how I feel about this thing. There's things that I like, there's things that I don't like. At the end of the day, I think that a lot of people are jumping on this train for the wrong reason, and that being people should be forced to help people in need. Would it be nice again? Yes, but I don't think it's fair to force somebody to donate any of their money or help anybody or speak about any issue. I find it kind of funny that we kind of have to talk to the world at this point, like everybody's in first grade, like, would you want somebody to do that to you? No. So would you do it to somebody else? It's insane to me. Like I said, the entire world's bots. This whole situation isn't going to do anything, but at the same time, it is really funny to see some of these celebrities squirm. But at the end of the day, and I'm definitely not going to get into this for YouTube, but there's so much more to this. There's so much more to this entire story. There's more people involved, and I don't think the world's ready for that conversation, but let me know what you think about down below. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you'd like to see another video on the screen right now, we cover all of the trends of the week. Take a look at that video, guys. I will see you in the next video. Sorry about my congestion. I mispronounced some words. I have been deep breathing into this microphone. I'm not usually like this. Take care.